Hey friends, welcome to my vlog Sahla Parveen. And today I'm going to speak about a beautiful topic. Okay, it's not actually a topic. It's actually a few of my thought process. So it's a little different video. If you're expecting a general motivation, I think it's not for you. So it's just few of my thought process that just came to my mind. I thought I want to share with you, and I just want to know what is your comment on this topic. So, all must have heard about the story of Cinderella, the one fairy tale that everyone would have heard, especially in their younger age, maybe at the age of 6, 7, 8, or something. Especially to the girls, it is a very imaginative fairy tale that they would have heard and imagined about them becoming Cinderella. For me personally, yes, I used to imagine myself becoming a Cinderella and having that beautiful frock and that beautiful shoes and all. So I just want to, rethink about Cinderella's story, because there are a lot of, false and, things that are misleading a child's thought process, especially a girl's thought process in Cinderella's story, I believe. So I was just rethinking about certain things, and I feel it should have been in a different way. So I will just tell the Cinderella story in short so that the people who don't know can understand the story. Cinderella was a very beautiful, rich girl who was born in a very rich family for a wonderful mother and father. And her mother passed away when she was very young, and her father married again, and she was taken care by her stepmother, and she had two stepsisters. And the stepmother was a very cruel woman who was treating her very bad, and she was treated like a servant in the home, and both the sisters also was treating her the same way. Cinderella was a very beautiful girl, and Cinderella's sisters was not really beautiful. They were ugly, and they were jealous of Cinderella, and they were living their life when Cinderella reached her teenage, and she always wished she had her freedom to go out, and all that things were happening. She was very friendly with the birds, and she was very compassionate with all the birds, and all that is a part of the story. And the king in that place announced that the prince in that kingdom is going to marry the girl that he will love. I mean, he will see and love. There was a ball dance going to happen after maybe few days, and all the ladies at the age of marriage are invited for this ball dance. And the prince will select his queen from there, and she will be part of his life. I mean, will be his life, rest of his life. So that is a story. I mean, yeah. And Cinderella was very sad that she can't participate, and both other sisters were very much ready to participate. They were getting ready and all that. They went to the ball, but she was not invited. But there comes a fairy, and fairy just makes Cinderella dress up very beautifully with a very beautiful glass shoes. This fairy takes her to the ball, and there the prince just fall in love with the way Cinderella was looking that day, and he started dancing with her, and she felt very happy. But the time was getting late, and Cinderella got afraid, and she ran back to her home, because before she have to reach before her parents reach home. And on the way, she just left the shoes in the palace, and the prince just got hold of it, and she just left off. No one knows anything about her, and the prince announced that who to take the shoes to every home, and whose shoes this whose leg is fitting in that shoes will be the princess of the kingdom. And they went like that. All the ladies put the shoe was not fitting in their leg, and at last Cinderella was lucky to put that shoes, and prince found that she was Cinderella, and she was taken to the prince she was taken to the kingdom, and she became the princess, and happily ever after. This is the story. So I just told it very fast. Okay, now what I was just thinking was, in the story, the first thing was like, Cinderella was very beautiful girl. That's okay, that's fine, that's nice. And the sisters were ugly. Now that makes, the importance of the physical beauty is shown more. That I felt was not right. At least to give, feeding a 7-year-old girl. Second thing was, the stepmother is depicted as a very cruel woman. For a, at least I was a girl of that age. I always felt that, okay, if someone comes in a life like that, that's going to be a very cruel person in life. And every girl or every boy who listen to that story will feel like, or will perceive that every stepmother or every stepfather is going to be a cruel person. So I think that was also a wrong perception, because there are a lot of stepfathers and stepmother who are very genuinely loving the kids. So that, giving that perception was also, I think, wrong part in the, wrong part, or, it's actually giving us an affirmation at that age to take things in that way. So that's also was not very right for me in my sense. And again, in the story it's told that, Cinderella, the only way that Cinderella can, save herself was when the prince come and take her. And, she was always waiting for someone to come and take her, kind of story. I think all the fairy tales, the girl is like someone who is just waiting, oh my god, if someone comes and save me. I think the girl should be bold enough to live her life the way she is, and find the princess in her life and live happily and boldly. Someone, I think a girl needs a strong partner rather than someone to save her. That concept actually makes, woman again a weaker part in a society. When a woman actually loves a man, I think she is going to be really sweet and nice to him. She don't have to become actually under him to, love him, or she don't need actually a weakness to feel he is great. Equally, two people can stay and be in love and true with each other. So there is also a concept problem, that she was actually waiting for someone to be saved. And the prince just saw her, and her physical appearance made him so happy that she fell in love. Now that is more of like an attraction and infatuation, not a true love. I think true love is more of, loving someone for their personality, for understanding each other. So that is also this thing. And also the two stepsisters were ugly, and they were jealous of Cinderella. Now again, we are making a gap between the sister and brothers in the story, that, when someone is good, they should feel jealous about the other person, kind of perception is also coming in the story. So if I just take in my perception, the story should be like, okay, her mother passed away, and father married again, and they had a very beautiful family. Of course, she had difficulties, problems in family, but the mother was very sweet, very nice to her. And a ball dance happened. They met each other, and eventually they met somewhere else and fell in love with each other. Maybe you can put some other problems there that actually, makes a story more interesting. But they, loved each other for their character, and they got married, and they lived ever after. I think that's all. That also can be a beautiful story, where the woman's integrity is also depicted or taken care beautifully. So it's just a perception. If you like it, please do comment, or whatever you feel also, please do comment. Thank you so much.